Hey, so I had already made a video last week responding to this comment, and it was just like this quick little funny video that I did, and I decided that I was going to approach this differently, and I'm hoping that you see this. So over the past week, I've been doing a lot of research because I had realized, like, I accidentally on this app had entered this space of racial politics. I originally was doing like cooking content and then like funny little videos, and I kept getting racist comments, and that was when I started like entering this space by making video replies to those comments. And then the more that I continued on this app, it only occurred to me very recently that the only way that we are ever going to get anywhere is if we specifically break down our own racial biases within the Black, Indigenous, and people of color umbrella. Because if we're doing all this infighting, we can't fight white supremacy. And white supremacy, like I've said like many times now, is that it's specifically designed for a lot of this infighting. You and I, as people of color, we are considered middlemen minorities. So you do have a little bit of privilege in comparison to someone like Patrick. And I used to follow you. And my first red flag was when you had said that you felt really vulnerable living in your neighborhood because you happen to be the only family that are people of color. Everyone else is white. And I thought that was weird because I've always lived, like when I could, I always lived in sanctuary cities. The downside about sanctuary cities is that they're very expensive, but it never bothered me because the neighborhoods that I would live in tend to have mostly people of color. When I was in the Bay Area, I only lived in Oakland and the Tenderloin, predominantly pretty black and brown areas. And we moved back home to the Detroit area where our family is because of my children. And we chose an area, it's a sanctuary city, but we chose an area specifically for the school system. And when we were purchasing a house, because of, I didn't like the neighborhood that we were in last because it was predominantly white people. So when I chose the current neighborhood that we're in, it is about 50-50. It's like 50 Black, Indigenous, people of color percentile, and then the other percentile's white. And a lot of like the local stores happen to be owned by people of color. My money is going into all of these small businesses that are supporting people of color. When people used to visit us in San Francisco, they always used to be like, I don't know how you live here. My general rule of thumb, because I lived in Detroit. My general rule of thumb is when you look scared and treat people like they're criminals, people will mess with you. Ryan doesn't do that. You do. You need to consider addressing your own internal biases because you have quite a few. You only surround yourself around white people. And when you get comfortable in those spaces, that's not exactly great.